Good morning, everybody. How are you today? It is December the 30th. It is nearly the new year and it is Wobble Wednesday. How are you today? As you can tell from my breath, I hope, it is very cold, and so hence my hat and my 50,000 layers I have on. So we're going to get things moving as quick as we can. Anyway, so my name's Karen. Hello there. We're with Get Moving. Get Moving is all about helping you with helping people with mobility issues to get moving, to get some exercise, to get stronger, to get fitter, and particularly on Wobble Wednesdays to help people with their balance. Balance is all about movement, shifting body weight around, or put it another way, wobbling. So we're going to wobble a lot today. So for that reason, because it is Wobble Wednesday, today I'll be focusing a little bit more on people who are standing, on people who want to improve their balance. But if you are not standing, if you're a wheelchair user or something like that, then don't worry, we've got alternatives for you. But just so you know, just for today, I will be focusing a little bit more on those who are standing. Right then, so you're going to need your ball. So this is a little, I think it's a Pilates ball, I think this is. You can use any kind of ball, though, it will be useful. A football, a netball, a basketball, whatever, doesn't really matter. But if you haven't got one, go get one now very quickly. You've got 30 seconds to go dash get it. But we will be using the ball. So make sure you've got it with you. Okay. So, I'm going to wish away again for a sec. I need your help for a moment. How long are we going to do these exercises for? In the comments below, I want you to give me a number between 20 and 30. Any number between 20 and 30. Write that number down in the comments below, because that is how long we're going to be doing the exercises for. I've got my timer. I am ready to put it to whatever time someone suggests. Give me a number between 20 and 30, and it's going to go on the timer, and that's how long we're going to do the exercises for. So I'm going to witter until I see a number appear in the comments there. So I'm running out of things to say, and I can see my breath in the screen there. So don't leave me waiting too long, please. Just shout out a number, any number between 20 and 30. 30 it is again. Okay, thank you, John. Okay, 30 seconds of exercise, okay? So if you are seated, the exercise that you'll be focusing on will be the seated dead bug, okay? It's going to be, we're going to be focusing on your belly here, okay? So it's got a couple of different variations. It kind of depends on whether you have use of both arms or not, okay? You can swap between them quite easy. Doesn't really matter. So if you have full use of both arms, then you're going to get your ball. You're going to place it on the opposite knee. So I've got my left arm here on my right leg, and we're going to just push down as hard as we can. We're going to lean into it. If I see from the side, I'm going to lean into it and push down hard on that ball. That's going to use this arm, but it's also going to be using my belly muscles there. And we can do the same thing on the other side. Right arm on left knee and push down and lean into it and use my stomach muscles there. If though, that's option A. If though, you don't have full use of both arms, then we can just use one arm to help the other. Pop it on, it doesn't really matter which knee, and both arms on the ball. So for example, if you don't have use of this side, you can use your good side to help you place your hand there, secure it in position, and then with both arms as best you can, push down and crush the ball. Again, seen from the side, I'm going to lean in and push down and crush the ball. And again, we're going to try and use as much of the belly as we can, okay? It's pushing down, breathing, don't hold your breath. Keep breathing as you do the crush, okay? That is the seated dead bug. And that is the exercise you're going to do if you are seated, okay? If, however, you're standing, the balance exercise we're going to do while standing, we've done it before. Ball is on the floor, so you're going to be standing on one leg here. Balance will become an issue, so if you are a bit nervous or anything, please stand next to a wall, a table, a chair, something like that for stability just in case. We're not going to rely on it. We're not going to use it unless we have to, but it's there. So you're going to stand tall, ball by the feet there. One leg, in this case going to be my left leg, is going to be on top of the ball, and I'm just going to roll it forwards to the 12 o'clock position and back. And just forwards and back like that is the easy version. The medium version is to roll it sideways to 9 o'clock. I roll it out to the side and back while balancing, standing on this supporting leg. It's trickier than it looks. So I'm rolling it out to side and back. Harder version is backwards to the 6 o'clock position. And I'm going to roll that ball backwards and then forwards. Again, while always balancing and stabilizing on this supporting leg here. So you can go forwards, sideways, backwards, or if you want, you can do a mixture of them all. Forwards, sideways, and backwards. And that is, to be honest, the trickiest of the lot. It is pretty damn difficult. So if your balance is a bit iffy, stand close to a wall or table just in case, okay? So that's the exercise we're going to do if we're standing, and I'll tell you if we're going to use the right or left leg. We're going to alternate it, okay? So that's they are our exercises for balance. I mentioned this before, I mentioned it again. The way we improve balance is by challenging it. And this is going to challenge your balance, and that's the whole point. So before my fingers freeze off, let's get things going. So 30 seconds worth. Everybody can do this one. Whether you're seated or standing, let's make a start. Marching on the spot. So if we're seated, just marching away like so. If we're standing, marching away like so. And that's going to be for 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Marching on the spot. Now your job is to do whatever you can do for this 30 seconds. Whether it's a small amount, whether it's a big amount, whether it's a few steps or lots of steps, I don't mind. But get your body moving, get your hips moving, marching up and down, and just fill this 30 seconds with as much marching as you personally can do. Because as always, we are all different. We're all unique. There we go. That's our time. We've all got our own limitations. We work within those limitations. So, if we're seated, grab your ball, either one hand or two hands, your choice which, but you're going to squeeze down that ball, lean into it, use your stomach muscles, and again, breathe for 30 seconds. If we're standing, I'm going to use my right leg, okay? Right leg, forward, sideways or backwards, without falling over. It is Wobble Wednesday. 30 seconds worth, so right leg is doing the work. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So rolling it forwards and back if you can, or rolling it sideways and back if you can, or rolling it behind you and recover if you can. So it is trickier than it looks. We're challenging our balance on the supporting leg, and if like me, hopefully you are wobbling as you're doing it. That is the whole point of Wobble Wednesday. To make you wobble, make you work hard. Time. So that's it. Simple as that. That's how we're going to do the whole thing. Next exercise, shoulder rolls. Again, it's for everybody now. Shoulder rolls. Rolling the shoulders or arms back. 30 seconds worth for everybody, whether you're seated or standing. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So shoulder rolls, relatively small moves, are the easier version. Bigger moves, the arm rolls, are the harder version. You're going to reach your arms up, back and down, getting as much movement out of your upper back, your shoulder blades as you can. Feel your shoulder blades pinching back together and then relaxing. Feel them pinching back together and then relaxing. We're just after a nice big move, and that's time. So if you are seated, dead bug again. Hands on top or one hand, your choice which. Lean in, crush and hold the ball for the full 30 seconds. Keep squeezing. You're going to feel it in your arms, and we're thinking about using your stomach muscles. If we're standing, it's going to be my left leg doing the moving. Rolling it with my left leg. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Forwards and back, or sideways and back, or back and back. You get what I mean. Your choice which version, which direction, or which mixture you do. Again, we are really working hard on this supporting leg to keep our balance. Notice how my body is moving as my leg goes out. My body weight is shifting around and trying to stabilize and centralize over that supporting foot. And that's our time. Job done. Next one, knee bends. If we're seated, kicking the feet out like so, bending and straightening the knees. Nice big moves. If we're standing, kicking the heels back. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Bending the knees. And again, if we're standing, watch me as my body weight shifts from side to side. Another way of saying this, I am wobbling from side to side. That is what we do on Wobble Wednesdays. Balance is all about moving. Shifting my body weight over the supporting foot and kicking. Shifting my body weight over the new supporting foot and then kicking. Wobbling is all about shifting that centre of gravity around. Time. Next one, so if we're seated again, crushing the ball down on the knee. If we're standing, where have we gone? It's going to be my right leg. My right leg is moving. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Rolling it forwards and back, sideways and back to the middle again, and then behind and back to the middle again. And then any mixture you like. Again, stabilizing, shifting my body weight so it's always over this supporting foot. And wobbling my body around to keep control of that central gravity over my supporting foot. All right, there's a little wobble there. Perfect. Time. There we go. Twisty Sarahs next. So if you were watching yesterday, I'm assuming you were, because we all were, surely. Went over why we do Twisty Sarahs, what it's for, and how to do it better. So if you're unsure about this particular exercise, have a look at yesterday's session. Twisty Sarahs, so twisting side to side. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Yes. Sorry, my nose is starting to run now because it is very cold down here. So I hope you don't mind me sniffing all the way through the next session now. Twisting the body sideways, shoulder comes forwards, all nipples come round. Your choice which, I don't mind, as long as you get a nice big movement out of the upper body. Nice big move, twisting side to side, using your spine. And there we go, time. If you're seated, ball time again. Crush down hard on that ball and hold and breathe for 30 seconds. If we're standing, my left leg is going to do the moving. My left leg. Off we go, straight into it. Forwards and back, or sideways and back, or behind us and recover. Back to the middle again. Any mixture you like. I don't mind. Because again, it's all very good. It's all making our body move around and giving us practice at stabilizing over that front foot, at balancing over that front foot, keeping our center of gravity over that stabilizing foot there. Now that's our time. Okay, double tap time. If you're seated, sit tall, knee comes up twice, 1, 2, and the same on the side. 1, 2, and then repeat. If we're standing, again, balance is going to be a key thing here. Stand close to the wall if you need, but you're going to double tap your hand. 1, 2, and the same on the other side. 1, 2. Hope you're ready. 3, 2, 1, off we go. And again, up. Watch my center of gravity move as I go to the other leg. My whole body weight shifts over, and my body weight shifts again over the foot that's on the floor. That shift of body weight is vital. Another way of putting it, like I say, is wobbling side to side. That is why wobbling is so vitally important for balance. If we don't wobble, we fall over. That's time. Excuse me, snotty nose. Okay, what we got? Double tap. Right hand side. If we're standing, my right leg is moving. If we're seated, again, crushing the ball. If we're standing, right leg moves. Off we go. Again, watch my body weight, especially when I go to the side. You can see it best on when I'm going to the side. As I shift the ball to the side, my centre of gravity shifts to the other side and it stays central over the supporting foot. When I'm doing it forwards, you can see my body weight shifts back, again keeping it central over my supporting foot. When I do it backwards, you can see my body weight shifts forwards to keep it central over my supporting foot. It's all about moving the body weight around. Side bends, bendianas. If you are seated or standing, it's the same thing. Why am I differentiating? One hand goes down and we bend sideways. If we can, the other arm comes up over the top one way and then the other. Are we ready? Off we go. Bending sideways one way and or the other. Again, moving our spine, making sure it does not seize up. It does not get too stiff. This optional arm here is, as I say, optional. If you can get it up and over, fantastic. If you can't, don't worry, just think about one arm coming down or one arm coming down. The important thing is this spinal column here, that is moving, and that's what we're after. That's our time. What have we got next? What have we got next? Left leg is next. Oh, I can't do that one. If we're seated, crushing the ball again, okay? Using our arms, using our stomach muscles. If we're standing, left leg moving. Again, see my movement in my centre of gravity, okay? 3, 2, 1. Away we go. As I roll it forward, my body weight shifts back, keeping it central. As my leg goes one way, my body goes the other way, keeping my centre of gravity central. And as I roll the ball backwards, my body weight shifts forwards, keeping it central over that supporting foot. It's all that's all balance is. Moving things around, wobbling around, so that our centre of gravity stays over that foot. And that's our time. Don't remember what we got next. Squats and sit stands. So if you are seated, your chance to stand up and either use his leg muscles by standing tall and sitting down repeatedly, or just use an excuse to stretch up tall. So we instead of being sat down there all the time, we just unfold our body and spend that 30 seconds just upright, stretching. That's fine. That's good. If we're standing, we're going to do squats, down and up. Again, as many or as few as you can do in 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Away we go. Down and up. If we're from the side, my bum sits back. I squat back and down and up. I sit down on an imaginary chair and I stretch up nice and tall. And I use the muscles in my legs. See, my knees are pushed out. They're not collapsing in. They're pushing out nice and wide. And that's our time. Job done. So, if we're seated, again, ball, crush the ball hard. If we're standing, right leg. Right leg. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Forwards and back. Repeat this. Always go forwards and back if you like. Just stay with that direction if you like. Or just stay with the sideways and just do that repeatedly if you like. Get used to that. Practice that one if you like. Or just do the behind you and get used to that. Drill it, repeat it, practice it time and time again. And if you want to mix it up, then of course you can mix it up and do all of them. That one is a tough one because you've got to readjust all the time. There's our time. Fantastic. Tightrope walking and ankles next. If you are seated, getting your ankles moving. So bending and straightening the ankles like so. Get the heel to touch the floor, then the toes, heels, toes, heels, toes. And of course, you do the same thing on the other side. Make sure you do both feet. If we're standing, tightrope walking. Imagine you have a line painted on the floor. Feet wide is easier, feet narrow is harder. But again, we're after challenging our body here, challenging our balance. This is nicely done along the back of a sofa or along a table if you're unsure. But with me, off we go, walking forwards, heel, toe, heel, toe. So we're walking along this imaginary tightrope, which is hard work. It is difficult for balance. We know that. Tightrope walking is difficult. But we're safe and we can practice it. And I've run out of room, so same thing, moving backwards. Toes, heels, toes, heels. Again, we deliberately make something difficult for our balance here. We deliberately challenge it. We make it hard work. But we get better, we improve because of it. And the second time is always better than the first time. So move forwards again, off you go. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Moving away quite nicely. Letting your arms, letting the other leg help balance. Now again, you'll see I'm wobbling. And all that wobbling is my body trying to keep my body weight, my central gravity, over that supporting foot. That's the common factor with all these things. Last time, going backwards, toes, heels, toes, heels. It's the common factor. Everything revolves around wobbling and shifting and stuff around so that we can keep our central gravity over our supporting foot. And it's hard work, but that's why we practice it so much. There we go, time. What's next? Left leg is doing the moving now. If we're seated, again, grab the ball. Both hands or one hand, your choice which. But you're going to lean in and crush and hold that ball. And that you should be feeling it in your arms and your stomach muscles. If we're standing, where was it? Left leg. Are you ready? Off we go. So again, your choice. Just one direction or a mixture of all three directions. But don't forget, as one leg goes forward, my body goes back, they counteract each other. And the same going behind. My leg and my body, they counteract each other, keeping my central gravity over that supporting foot. That's the whole point of this exercise. Time, time, time. What we got? Fast feet. Okay. If you are seated, moving your feet quickly. You're going to run on the spot, okay? Small, fast movements. From here, running on the spot like so, okay? Now we're only going to do 10 seconds, 2 rounds of 10 seconds. So let me adjust my timer. Second time, as we know, is always better. If we're standing, so don't forget, balance is about shifting the body weight around. Sometimes we have to move our feet quickly. If we're suddenly jostled off balance, we have to shift our central gravity quick and move our feet quickly. This is where we practice this quick feet, okay? Small movements, fast movements, running on the spot, okay? 3, 2, 1, off we go. Running on spot. Quick, small foot movements. This is so that we can move forwards to catch our balance or sideways or whatever. That's our 10 seconds, nicely done. So have a breather, shake your legs off a little bit. We're gonna do the same thing one more time. Again, fast, small movements. It's designed there so that if we lose balance, if we're about to topple, we can move our feet quickly to catch ourselves. So important. That's why we're going to practice again. Final 10 seconds. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Nice and quick, fast feet. Get used to them moving quickly. Little tap dance. Boom. There we go. So what have we got next? The right leg, he'll be moving next with the ball. The right leg will be working. If we are seated, both hands or one hand, your choice, but crushing. And standing, right leg moves. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Forwards and back, or sideways and back, or behind you and back. Any mixture. Let your arms help you. Again, it's all about shifting our centre of gravity around. We can do that by moving the arms. As the weight goes one way, we can use our arms to counterbalance. Practice with the arms. The more wobbling, the better. Time. Okay, last one then. Shadow boxing. 3 rounds of 30 seconds of getting out of breath. If you are seated, punching high, punching low, hooks, roundhouse punches, uppercuts, anything you want. But you're going to move your arms, move your body, twisting away and getting your breathing going. If we're standing, shadow boxing as well, but I want you to focus on footwork. I want you to practice moving forwards and back or side to side, your choice, okay? This first one, I'm going to practice forwards and backwards, okay? 3, 2, 1, off we go. So shadow boxing, but my footwork is going to be forwards or backwards. We can swap legs, I don't mind, but I'm moving either forwards or backwards as I'm doing it. Fancy footwork. But I'm never forgetting to punch, but I'm going forward or backwards. My footwork is going to be important because that's what Wobble Wednesday is all about. Time. That's round 1 done. So fingers crossed your breathing is up a little bit. If we're standing, your footwork has improved a little bit. This next round, I'm going to practice side to side, side steps. That's what I'm going to do. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go, round 2. Shadow boxing again, but I'm going to deliberately move left and right, side steps. But again, I can swap my feet if I want. That's okay, I don't mind. The more variety, the better. But I'm going to sidestep one way, sidestep the other. Keep my feet moving. Keep my centre of gravity shifting. Time. And we've got 1 round left. 3rd and final round. So for this, now I'm going to mix it up. Sometimes I'm going to go forwards or backwards. Sometimes I'm going to go left and right. I'm going to change things around. Are you ready? Last round. 3, 2, 1, go. Shadow boxing away. And sometimes I might go left or right or back or forth. I might even face a different direction. But I'm keeping my punching going. And I'm keeping my footwork going. I'm nice and light on my feet, on my toes, and hopefully, fingers crossed, dodging and weaving and moving nicely. And keeping my centre of gravity in between my feet. Time. There we go. Okay. Last bit then. Last one is using my left leg to move the ball. Again, if I'm seated, last one, hands on top of the ball, lean into it, squeeze the ball down, hold it there and breathe for 30 seconds. And if I'm standing, my left leg is doing the work. 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, I may have mentioned this a million times today and every Wobble Wednesday, but this is all about moving my centre of gravity around. And that's why I will bore people to death and make them really annoyed by saying that is why wobbling is so important. That's why we call it Wobble Wednesday. It's not Balancing Wednesday, it's Wobble Wednesday. Because wobbling actually helps us to balance. And there we go. Time. Job done. I hope that has been okay for you all out there. Let me know in the comments below if it has not been any good, if it has been amazing, if this has changed your life in some way. Who knows, maybe you've met your significant other through these exercises, and now you've got married and you're having 3 children or something, all because of Get Moving. It could happen. You never know. It could happen. But if it has happened, let us know in the comments below, because it's nice. I like, you can call your children, name your children after me if you want. It's all right. I won't be offended. It's okay. I think there's not enough Kerrins in the world. More Kerrins, the better. I think the more Kerrins in the world, the happier the world's going to be. So here and now, I want you to pledge allegiance. It's probably turning into a cult now, isn't it? I want you to pledge allegiance and promise that your next born children and grandchildren are going to be named after me. I don't think that's too much to ask, do you? I don't. It's the New Year's resolution. Why not? I think we should spread the word to the whole world. New Year's resolution, everyone born in the year 2021 should be named after me. I mean, it might make admin a little bit difficult for generations to come, but I think it's worth it. I genuinely think I am worth it. Who knows? Anyway, that is Wobble Wednesday done. I am going to warm up my hands because I'm going to wear gloves next time, I think. So we'll be back again tomorrow, New Year's Eve. We'll take New Year's Day off, but we're back again tomorrow, New Year's Eve, for Thinking Thursday. And then we can all think about how we can call our children and grandchildren named after me. I think that's how that's a little thinking thing for Thursday, I think. Anyway, my lips are starting to numb up now, and I'm finding it hard to talk. So I'm going to shut up and move on. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you tomorrow. And if I don't see you tomorrow, Happy New Year. Bye-bye.